Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Virtual Testimonial Dinner. It's my pleasure to welcome you with us this evening. The Honor Roll. This is our second virtual session in as many as weeks. Last week, we admitted 3 superstars into Canadian public policy to our Honor Roll: Elise Allen, Senator Murray Sinclair, and our emerging leader, Xinghai Menjengwa. And this week, we have 3 more outstanding individuals. And though we didn't meet in person, our conversations with our honorees were as sharp and as engrossing as previous years, and we expect the same tonight. Merci beaucoup d'être parmi nous ce soir. Ça nous fait grand plaisir de vous accueillir. C'est définitivement plate qu'on n'est pas ensemble ce soir, mais merci d'être parmi nous dans ce monde virtuel. My name is Julie Cafley, and I'm Executive Vice President at the Public Policy Forum. And I'm also your co-host tonight, along with our President and CEO, Ed Greenspan. As I noted last week, we are in new territory, literally. If you've attended previous dinners, you and 1,499 of your closest friends and colleagues, you can understand how hard it would be to enforce physical distancing. But just as the Public Policy Forum knows how to pack a room, we know how to populate a virtual event. So welcome, bienvenue. This is an important night for us and the cause of great public service in Canada. The novel coronavirus has moved us from our usual venue, the Metro Toronto Convention Centre, where we've honored over 120 great Canadians since 1986, to this visual platform. And I'd like to acknowledge some of our former honorees who are in the room this evening: Jim Stanford, David Dodge, Mel Kapp, Chantal Hébert, Craig Oliver, Alan Bernstein, Huguette Labelle, Farah Mohammed, Wayne Wouters, and of course our own Ed Greenspan. Though the circumstances and surroundings may be different, you may not have even redefined your business casual. The point of the exercise hasn't changed at all. Our commitment to excellence is exactly the same. In fact, if, as the PPF believes, that good policy makes for a better Canada, this has never been more evident than it is today. PPF also believes it takes collaborative efforts from across the country and from different sectors and diverse individuals to make for successful policy and a successful society. So just before I start, I want to mention that this event isn't our only pivot as we navigate through the pandemic. We've been trying out our new podcast called Policy Speaking, which, as they say in podcasting, lands every Thursday. Our latest episodes features Dr. David Naylor in conversation with Ed, in which they look at testing, vaccines, herd immunity, and the like. Ed's recent interview with Manulife Chief Economist Francis Donald is also available, as is a previous one focusing on hydrogen as an energy source. We're 26 episodes in, and we encourage you to follow along. We've also started a Member Friday, a discussion group for our members, which is 45 minutes over lunch on Fridays. Recent guests include Sean Spear discussing the recent Conservative leadership race, or Wendy Kukier on economic equality in a post-COVID world. Coming up, we have Deputy Minister Gina Wilson in conversation with the outgoing CEO of CMHC, Evan Siddall, discussing diversity and inclusion, along with Judy Fairburn and Bobby Rissette, discussing financial feminism and female venture capitalist, economist Jim Stanford, who will be on with us tomorrow. And our annual Growth Summit started earlier this week and continues to mid-November, including speakers such as Brad Smith, the president of Microsoft, Monique Leroux, Mark Little, and Tamara Vrooman. And as I said, tonight is particularly special for us because we're celebrating public service. It might make us a little nerdy, but we believe in it. And we're all here to honor those whose contributions to business, academia, government, and civil society make this country even better. Tonight, you're going to meet 3 of our superstars: the Honorable Anne McClellan, Senator Peter Harder, and journalist Rob Rousseau. So let me describe what our evening will look like. You'll hear from our honorees in a fireside chat format, and you'll be able to ask them questions yourself. Of course, the staple of our testimonial dinner is networking, and that's not changed, virtual or otherwise. Some of you have already been doing so before the virtual broadcast this evening, and you can continue again once the interviews are over. And as in other years, we encourage you to tweet and to tweet often. The hashtag is PPF Awards, and you can also tag PP Forum CA. Before we begin, I want to thank our committed and loyal sponsors who've stood by us during these difficult times and as we transition into a virtual world. So thank you to our lead partner, CN, who recently celebrated their 100th anniversary. And CN has been a partner, a PPF member, and a friend of the Public Policy Forum for the past 34 years. To TD Bank Group, who's the sponsor of our Emerging Leader Award and also a big sponsor of our work in the area of the future of work and our Brave New Work initiative in particular. And all of our supporting partners, including Amazon, the British Columbia Institute of Technology, Manulife, National Public Relations, Power Corporation of Canada, Tech Resources Limited, the Globe and Mail, the University of British Columbia, Watershed Partners, who will be live scribing with us this evening, and we'll get to see an image of that as we progress, Indigo, and just Bespoke Audiovisual, our technical event producer.